Good morning, guys. Welcome back. I am up early this morning. It's my favorite time of day just to think, reflect, have some alone time, have some quiet time, brew a delicious pot of coffee, and just really think about the day ahead, what I want it to look like, and just take time to quiet myself before the kids wake up, before they come downstairs, and before the day really gets going. But as my coffee is brewing this morning, I always like to get a load of laundry going, and I just feel like it automatically puts my brain in productivity mode, if that makes sense. Like, it's an instant habit that I've just kind of gotten used to, and it kind of puts my mind in the place of like, okay, time to get some stuff done. And I find that I just have a more productive morning if I start first thing in the day, and getting that load of laundry done early in the day is always a win. Something else I love to do when I wake up in the morning is get my diffuser going and just blend really uplifting, kind of happy scents. I love when the kids come down when they wake up and they say, "Mommy, it smells so good." And I hope that I'm sort of creating some memories for them and that they always remember that. But I'm gonna pour myself some coffee and again, just have a little bit of quiet time. I find that even 5 minutes can make a big difference in my day, and I am trying to be good about waking up earlier because I'm not always perfect. There are mornings I sleep in with the kids for sure, and I think it's a rhythm, right? Sometimes our body just needs the rest, and that's okay too. But when I can, I try to have that quiet time. Another thing I like to do early in the morning, typically I try to do this either before I make the kids breakfast, ideally, but sometimes it's while the kids eat breakfast. But that's unload the dishwasher from the night before. And again, it's one of those things that kind of tricks my brain into thinking, okay, time to be productive, time to get things done. It's these tiny little habits that take 5 minutes that can really set your day up for success and just create a more peaceful, calm environment to live in. Because I feel like if I can stay on top of things, then life is just easier, right? But this morning I'm gonna make the kiddos some breakfast, nothing fancy. This is pretty typical for us in the morning. We'll do half a bagel with some cream cheese or peanut butter, maybe some banana, some yogurt, just something like that. Just something quick, easy that I don't really have to cook, that I can feed them quickly because when they come downstairs, they are always very, very hungry. I just love those little mundane moments of my kids eating breakfast and we're talking about the day and I'm braiding my daughter's hair. Like, those are the moments that matter, right? But as I got back from dropping them off, we live very close to the school. I just dropped them off real quick. I came back, folding a load of laundry here that I had started earlier. Then I'm going to hit the shower and we'll probably have breakfast. Okay, breakfast this morning is the Purely Elizabeth oatmeal. I just added water, I microwaved it. It is delicious. It has tons of fiber and a little protein, but I like to kind of doctor mine. I add some PB Fit powder, some chia seeds, some hemp seeds, and then a splash of almond milk with the banana, and it is seriously delicious. I love this breakfast. Do you want to go for a walk? Do you want to go for a walk? After breakfast, it's usually time to give Maggie a quick walk. We always look forward to this part of the day.
Okay, it's pretty cold and windy, but I thought it would be a good idea to get some fresh air and get some steps in and get Maggie a walk before we spend the rest of the day in the house doing housework. Sometimes just taking even a 5-minute, 10-minute walk just totally elevates my mood, makes me feel better, and it's great to get in after a meal. Just kind of helps me digest a little bit, but Maggie sure is happy.
So before we go any further, I kindly wanted to thank Element for partnering with me in today's video. And you guys, this is a partnership I am so excited about. I love Element. I've been using them for months. If you don't know, Element is a delicious electrolyte supplement drink mix. There are tons of flavors, and there are flavors for cold water. There's flavors like chocolate salt or chocolate chai that's designed to go in hot water or a hot beverage. You can make mocktails. The options are limitless, and the beauty of Element is not only does it taste great, I'm drinking the grapefruit salt flavor. That's my favorite. I would say it goes grapefruit for me, then watermelon, then citrus salt. Those are my 3 favorite. The mango chili is really good too. If you want to make like a mocktail spicy margarita, delicious. But the beautiful thing about Element is that it's an electrolyte mix that has everything you need and nothing you don't. There are no gross additives, there is 0 sugar, and in every single serving there's a science-backed electrolyte ratio of 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium. So that ratio is beautiful. It's sure to keep you replenished and hydrated throughout the day. Element is formulated to help anyone, no matter what their lifestyle or diet looks like, whether you are super active or not. A lot of us are electrolyte deficient, and drinking your electrolytes every single day can help with headaches, fatigue, muscle cramps and soreness, and so much more. I have found that when I drink my electrolytes in the morning, especially before like a workout or a big run, I feel amazing. So right now, Element is offering a free sample pack with any order to my listeners. It's a great deal. You get 8 free servings that way, and you get to try a variety of flavors, see what you like, maybe share some with a friend. But this offer is only good using my link down in the description below. It's drinkelement.com/Amy. So be sure to use that link down in the description below to, again, get that free sample pack with your order. And a big thanks to Element, again, for sponsoring today's video. I was recently reminded of just how important and how much value there is in all of the little mundane tasks that we do in caring for our home. I had a really busy week a couple of weeks ago, and I let everything go. I mean, dishes were piled up, laundry was piled up, the bedrooms were a mess, the living spaces were a mess, toys were everywhere. I'm sure you can relate, and you've had days or weeks like that as well. And, I typically like to keep a pretty tidy home. And after that week of just kind of chaos, I realized I felt really anxious. I was snappier with my husband and my kids, kind of irritable, and I just did not feel myself. I was tired. I didn't have any motivation, and I realized you guys, it's the little things. Nobody sees that we make our bed every day, but you know how you feel climbing into a bed that's made with clean sheets. Nobody may see the piles of laundry, so it doesn't matter, but you know how it feels opening a drawer, opening your kid's drawer, and having tons of clean clothes to choose from. Those little things make a big difference on our peace and our mental health and our productivity. And so I say all that to say, none of us are perfect. We all have days or weeks or seasons like that, but take the extra 5 minutes, the 10 minutes to care for your spaces, to care for your home, because it really does matter and it really does make a big impact. So my kids love a good sweet treat, and I do as well. So I've been making these whenever I have some ripe bananas on hand. It's just a half a cup of natural peanut butter mashed together with a ripe banana. You want to get that consistency nice and combined and blended. And then you add about a cup of organic oats. And this recipe is great. You can make them into granola bars, like granola bar shape, or energy balls or bites, which is what we're doing. You also add a half a cup of flaxseed. Really good way to sneak in some fiber for your kiddos. My kids love this. You could also add some wheat germ, would be really good, some hemp seeds. And then I'm adding about a third cup or so of honey. Kind of just eyeball it and go off of consistency. And then I added just a handful of chia seeds and some sugar-free Lily's chocolate chips. These are delicious. And then you just kind of combine everything. I cover it and I'm gonna refrigerate it for about 2 hours before I shape them into little bite-sized pieces. If you're new here or you just haven't seen this space before, my husband and I share this teeny tiny little closet, and that has really forced me to be more minimalistic with my wardrobe, and it's been sort of a life-changing experience. I really enjoy having less when it comes to clothing, because the reality is that we really do wear the same things over and over again in a given season. But as my body has changed over the last year or so, I find myself coming back to my closet every month, every other month, and I'm amazed. Almost every single time I find a handful of things that I'm ready to weed out and get rid of so that somebody else can use it and enjoy it. And again, just taking 5 or 10 minutes, going through a couple closets or drawers or wherever you need to declutter always feels so good. Now I'm down in the family room space, and I really wanted to work on this space today. The last few months or so, we have had no coffee table and no rug in this space, and not only has it felt very unfinished, it just hasn't felt very welcoming or warm. And I don't want to buy a new coffee table or rug because we are moving, so I'm actually pulling the rug and coffee table from the parlor just to see how it feels. I know that the rug isn't big enough or it's not the ideal size, but just something in this space because we're in here a lot more than we're in the parlor, and I just wanted to see how it would look. So I rolled over this wicker coffee table and I ended up being pleasantly surprised. I feel like the space definitely feels just more cozy overall, more complete, and I think it'll work for the time being. I also washed all of my pillow covers this morning, and if there's anything on your spring cleaning to-do list, it needs to be this. Go ahead and wash all your pillow covers and your throw blankets, even your curtains. And not only does it smell amazing, but it just makes any space feel super clean and fresh. I always love this feeling. I ended up running some errands this afternoon, and now I'm back and very hungry, so I toasted a piece of Dave Killer's bread. You could use any bread. I topped that with just some jarred marinara and some cottage cheese. I love Good Culture. It is my favorite by far. And then I'm just going to top this with some garlic powder. That is a must, adds a ton of good flavor. And whatever cheese you want, I'm using this Italian blend. Super simple. It's just pizza toast. I toasted the bread beforehand and then popped it in the oven with all the ingredients on it until the cheese was nice and bubbly and melted. And then I topped that with some balsamic glaze. And I usually serve this up with like a salad or some fruit or veggies. And it is a quick, easy, delicious lunch. I love this one. Then I'm just tidying up my lunch after eating, and now it's time to pull out those the energy bite mixture that we made earlier, and I'm just going to pull those out. It is so easy. I just roll them into bite-sized balls. I store them in a glass container, and these will stay good in the fridge for pretty much up to a week. You can also freeze them, I think up to about 3 months, but this is a pretty small batch that I made, and so these will definitely get eaten in the next 2 or 3 days. My kids really love them for an after school snack or even just a sweet treat before bed or something like that. We love having these on hand. I hope that today's video was a gentle encouragement to you. None of us are perfect. None of us can get it right every single day. We all need grace. But just remember that those pockets of 5 minutes here or there really do matter. They add up and they can make a huge difference. So just remember, a done something is better than a perfect nothing. And I'll see you guys really soon in my next video. Bye, friends.